Sup nerds, today we have Blue Hybrid versus Greymon Toolbox. I won the die roll, so I'm going first. I hatch Karamon, Evo into Madoki Betamon, and play Sora and Joe to set Will to 4. He hatches Cormon, Evo's into Agu, Evo's into Agu X, plays tie to go to 0, and plays another tie to set me to 3. I play Tommy for 3, and then play Sora and Joe to set him to 4. I save one Tommy in case he sticks something out there with a bunch of sources. I want to be able to strip him. Alright, so he plays Agumon for 3, searches top 3, can only add the Merciful mode. And then just hard passes, and then I go to 7 from Sora and Joe. Very cool, thank you. So I promote, play Bokomon, search top 5. Still no hybrids, I add Tommy to hand. I didn't really want to draw any of those cards anyway, so it works out. Alright, I play Beowulfmon for 7 to give him 3, and now I'm set up to Evo into my Mirage next turn. So he swings security with Agu, it dies. And then plays a tie to set me to 1. I hatch my Karamon, and Will has 5 cards in hand. So Evo into Mirage for 4, bounce top card of his security to his hand. I would gain 1 memory, but he goes to 3 from Taikumi anyway. He Evos into Greymon for 2, and then plays Agumon for 3, searches top 4. Right here, I should actually gain 2 memory off that, and then gain 4 memory off the Sora and Joe. So I actually should be at 8, but I missed that, and I don't think Will's super familiar with Mirage. So I Evo into Madoki in Raising. Play Davis for 4. Search top 3. Add the Mirage. Oh no, Will would have had 7, so I just would have gained 1 memory. So I play Zudo for 4, bounce the Agu, gain 2 memory from Mirage, because now Will has 8 cards in hand. I Evo into Mirage for 4, bounce the top card of his security back to his hand, and gain some memory, but he goes to 3 from tie. Evo's into Grey X. Plays Agu, searches top 4, and this time I'm not going to forget because I have 2 Mirages on the field. So he has the Metal Greymon, swaps out the alt art for the non-alt, and then I ask him how many cards he has in hand. So he has 10, so I gain 4 memory, and then gain 4 more memory from double Sora and Joe. So now I can try to kill him. I Evo into Kumamon, gain the memory back from Bokomon. Evo into Zudo for 3, bounce the Agu back to hand. Gain 4 memory again from double Mirage. Evo into another Mirage for 4, bounce top card of security. He should have 12 cards in hand now, so I'll gain 3 back from the 1 Mirage. Let's go. Swing security for 12. Survive, swing for 12. He can Gaia Force, but it does not matter. Swing for lethal with something else. So do take game 1. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in my Blue Hybrid deck profile, the link will be in the pinned comment below. The only difference between this list and the one in the pinned comment is I swapped out the 2 Full Moon Meteor Blaster whatevers for 2 Merciful modes. Will chooses to go first for game 2. Hatches Coromon, Evo's into Agu, Evo's into Agu X, and swaps out the alt art for the non-alt in the stack. Okay. And Evo's into Greymon for 2. I hatch my Karamon, Evo into Syakumon for 0. I play Davis for 4, search top 3, add the Korikakumon. Evo's into Grey X for 0. Then plays tie for 3 to air quotes choke me to 1. I go to 3 from Davis. I promote. Then plays Sora and Joe to choke him to 1. So Will's desperate for pieces, so he plays Agu, searches top 4, adds Metal X, and then I go to 5 from Sora and Joe. I go to 3 from Davis and 5 from Sora and Joe. I hatch Evo into Madoki Betamon. I play Mental Training for 2, add Beowulf. So I play Soren Joe to choke him to 1 again. Evo's into Agu X, searches top 3. Adds the Metal Greymon. And Evo's into Metal Greymon and Raising. Then I go to 3 from Davis. I promote. So I Evo into Kumamon for 2. Strip bottom Source. Draw 2 cards from my Kyaromons. Evo into Beowulf for 1. So I swing secure with a Beowulf, trigger his effect to bounce level 4 back to my hand to bounce his Agu. Survive the check, but check a Taikamiya, that's unfortunate. That means even if I choke him to 1, he can go into Wargrave if he has it. Evo and Mirage for 4, bounce top card of security back to hand, then gain 2 memory back. Activates X Antibody, gains 2000 DP from the Taikamiya Zan blocker. Swing security. Trigger Raid into the Syakumon. Trigger Metal to play Tai. Trigger X Antibody. Evo into Metal X. Gain 2 memory. Plus 3k, plus 1 security. So he's 11, 12, 13, 14k for 2 checks. And he is going to draw off the Koromon. That will trigger my Mirage. He has 10 cards, so I gain 2 memory. He pierces through my Syakumon. Oh, he has 3 checks. I missed the Greymon. 4 checks, I'm sorry. I missed a tie. Yep. Obliterates my security there. That's bad. Evo's into Wargrave for 3. Chokes me to 1 and reboots. So I hatch my Kyaromon. Evo into Syakumon. And he has 3 layers of protection, so Merciful Mode's not just going to out him. He has 10 cards in hand, so even if he draws for turn and then swings and triggers Koro, because he has Memory Setter, it'll just set him to 0 memory, because he'll have 12 cards in hand at that point from the Mirage. My mistake here was using my Davis to Evo up into my Mirage. I should use one of my Soren Joes. It was greedy to do that. So I had 3 memory here, this wouldn't be as bad. I'd have more options. So I pop Mental Training, Evo into Kumamon for free. Nothing happens because his bottom source is X Antibody. Accidentally dropped my Merciful Mode. So Evo into Merciful Mode for 6. Attempt to delete the War Greymon. He strips the Agus to protect him, and then I trigger Merciful Mode's effect to bot deck 10 cards from his trash. I just bot deck all of them. Alright, so he hatches Koro. Beginning of main, he gives 2000 DP and blocker to the Wargrey. Evo's an Agu. The Wargrey is only 14k here, which is helpful. Evo's an Agu X, so he can't raid into my Merciful Mode because he'll just die. This is the best I can hope for. So he Evos into his Merciful Mode for 6, taps double tie, gains 2 memory, deletes my Merciful Mode. Should bot deck cards, but it's not going to end up mattering in this matchup. I'm actually not sure how I missed this because I literally just did it to him. Doesn't swing security, activates offense training to choke me to 1. I promote. Still has protection, and at the beginning of his turn, he'll trash the top card of my security. I swing security with Syakumon, trigger double Soren Joe, so I will strip the Koromon, and the other Soren Joe will strip the Greymon, and then draw 2 cards from my Kyaromons. Then 3k, 1 check. He does let it go through, and I survive. Kind of nifty. Evo into Korikaku for 1. And then I concede. I can't do anything. So Will does take game 2. So I choose to go first for game 3. I hatch Kyaromon, Evo into Syakumon, play Davis, add Mirage, set Will to 4. He hatches Koro, Evo's into Agu. Evo's into Agu X. Then plays Agu, searches top 4. Adds the Gray X to hand. Evo's into Agu X, searches top 3. Max value. Gets to add that and the X Antibody. Will doesn't realize that, so I pointed out to him that he can add that as well. He plays Tai for 3, gives his Agu X 1000 DP and blocker, and then I go to 3. So I promote. Evo into Korikaku for 2. Evo into Beowulf for 1. Swing security, bounce the Agu X back to hand, 7k, 1 check. I do die, sad. Swing security for 3k, it dies. I play Boko for 3, search top 5. Add the Korikaku to hand. My hand dictates that I should just rush him down while he's searching for pieces, so that's what I'm doing. Just trying to run him down before he sees his stack. So he plays Agu X, searches top 3, can only add 1 target. Adds the Metal X. Evo's into Grey X and sets me to 2. I hatch. Evo into Syakumon. And play Tommy for 3 to choke him to 1. It should be pretty difficult for him to out my Bokomon on his turn. So I don't want to swing with it. I want to get value on him the following turn. So Evo's into Metal for 3 to set me to 2. I promote. Evo into Korikaku for 2. Gain the memory back from Boko. Stun the Agu X. Can't attack or block until the end of his turn. I activate Mental Training for 2. Add the Tommy to hand. I swing security for 6k. Check Crimson Blaze. Absolute blowout. Sad. That was brutal. So I just activate Tommy to set him to 3. C promotes. Gains 1000 DP and blocker from Tai. Evo's into Metal X for 0. Gains a memory. Plus 3k, plus 1 security. So he is... Okay. So Evo's for 4 into War Grey. So 3 checks at security. He is 15, 16k, draws 1 from Koro. Check Soren Joe, thank you, very cool. And then Evo's into Greymon to set me to 2. So I hatch. Evo into Madoki. Thank God I have a hybrid in my hand. So Evo into Korikaku for 2. And then Ice Wall to choke him to 1. Alright, so we'll hatch his Koro. It gives Greymon 1000 DP and blocker from Tai. Evo's into Agumon. Swing security, loses 2 memory. Draws a card. He is 12k for 2 checks. I blast Evo into Zudo. Strip his protection and his Agu X and then bounce the Greymon back to hand. He checks 2 security cards. And that does pass turn, so even if he has Blitz Omni, it's not game. So I pop Mental Training, Evo into Mirage for 2. Bounce top card of security to hand. That means he has 16 cards in hand. I gain 4 memory, go to 3. At this point, I'm determining what I want to play around in security. I've seen Crimson Blaze and Gaia Force. I decided to play around Crimson Blaze, so I swing for 2k, survive, and then swing for game with Mirage. So I do take a 2-1, a very close game, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.